Kim Kardashian West is a mortician now, and Kris Jenner, we always knew it, she's a food pusher. We are talking the episode Drop Dead Gorgeous here on Kardashians Weekly.
The ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back here to Kardashians Weekly on AfterBuzz TV. We are so excited to be here, dropping it down, Drop Dead Gorgeous. And this episode, man, drama, right?
So much drama.
But if you haven't noticed, we have a brand new panel member who will be here. Please introduce yourself and let everyone know what's good.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Nakia Monet. I'm so excited to be here with you guys.
Yay.
Super hype. I'm just excited to be here.
Yeah, you're a big fan of Kardashians,
I'm
right?
a huge fan of the Kardashians, huge fan of the drama. So it's going to be a good time.
Yay. And of course, we are always joined by one of the OGs.
Hey everybody, it's Howard the Third. Nice to see you. Nice to be heard.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello, and of course, I am Dakota T. Jones, and we are here and excited to drop it down for you. Of course, we're going to get to tea time in a little bit, and then we have a very special poll created by Howard. But let's kind of get into it. This episode, titled Drop Dead Gorgeous, we have three major storylines. Let's talk about Kim and her desire. She was so curious about death and morticians. Of course, she's a makeup guru, but now she's like, okay, I'm kind of tired of doing it on the living people. Let's move on to the dead. What did you think about this storyline?
It was so dark and creepy, but I low-key loved it because I am dark and creepy sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think you know what it is because I think naturally we are curious about the dead and what the dead does. But I think it's so cool to see her like venture out and do something different like that. And it creeped me out a little bit because I did think that woman was really dead.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, E, you are taking it to the next level.
I
No.
know.
What about you, Howard?
I know. I was like, oh, okay. You know, it kind of hit me from left field. So I was like, I didn't really see this coming from Kim.
Yeah.
Like, you want to do makeup on dead people? Okay. But I love the whole concept behind it and how she was freaking out when Kris jumped up. I was dying. I was like, Kim, you know your mother's not really dead. Like, why are you getting so scared?
I would have done the same thing, though, because it was hilarious. She's like, all right, Mom, I know you're not dead, but you're the closest thing that I have to it. And so she's like, let me just use it on you. But think about it. Like, you're supposed to be playing dead, and you're right up in her business, like, doing the makeup. Like, I would freak out.
I would too.
I'm so jumpy.
That's why, like, when her and Mario were doing it on the lady who was acting and pretending to be dead, I think I would have freaked out because, as the mortician said, she was in her role. So I think she does that a lot. So she looked
What a job.
dead. Like, her body weight was down. I was looking at her face. I was weird. I was, like, looking at everything. I'm like, this lady really looks dead.
Like, especially the mouth. The mouth was, like, curved down. Like,
Yeah.
So she would have jumped up, and she was trying not to, because when Kim was like, thank you so much, and she kind of tried to smile, I would have freaked out.
oh, my gosh. That was hilarious.
But that made me want to find people and do their makeup for them, dead people.
I know. Mario was freaked out. Mario was like, Kim, like, what are we doing here? And I love how, like, a long time, I mean, Kim used to be crazy. You remember the storyline where she had, like, the weird wigs and she was, like, talking with a British accent?
Yes.
And then she tried on the Kris Jenner wig and, like, went down, like, to have lunch with Kendall and Kylie. And, like, I'm Mom. Like, she was just silly and, like, playful. After she was with Kanye for a while, she became very serious and, like, maybe more, like status. Like, she had so much status that she just ate salads and, like, didn't do much silly
Just said,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. But now it's like she's finally getting into those crazy, weird, funny storylines again. And of course, a lot of them are made up for the show, but just seeing her be silly in herself and not so into her, like, perfect image is so much fun to watch.
I loved it
Yes.
because I do miss her being goofy and them being wild. Even seeing on the second episode, like, what they were doing, because you're right, she's so serious now.
Yeah.
And I think she does have to play up to that Kim Kardashian West status and image. So I thought that was cute that, I mean, though it was dead people, but
Right.
I thought it was funny.
It was so cute. And I just love how Mario was just so at home with it. Like, Mario was like, oh, I got this. She needs a little brush. She needs a little this. And he was like, Kim, will you help me out? And Kim was like, no, I'll just be your assistant.
Which is hilarious because it was her idea to begin with.
Exactly.
She brought Mario into this, and Mario's just doing the highlighter.
Everything.
I think
Kim's
he
on the
forgot
side.
that it was.
She was dead. But what did you guys think of that, though? Because can you imagine this lady who was playing dead? Like, she is at home. She gets a notice, a casting notice. Oh, okay, they want me to be playing dead. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can do that. Gets on set, realizes what the heck she's about to be a part of. Kim Kardashian walks in, and she can't even open her eyes to look and watch. Like, I would want to be like, can I play dead and have my eyes open so I can just see Kim, like, standing over me?
After you're
That may
like,
sound weird,
can
but
we take a selfie together with my new dead makeup on?
I'm sure they had. Well, probably not, because she probably didn't know who she was. But
Oh, yeah, that is true. She was a little older.
But I would die. Literally, no pun intended. They'd be like, okay, you know, it's role play. Everything's fine. Like, she's living, but she's pretending to be dead. And then they, like, try to poke me, like, get me up afterwards. And I just be like, deceased because of Kim.
Look, it's Kim touching me. Hi, girl.
I know.
Hey.
But then let's talk about the Scott storyline, because that was interesting. Of course, Scott is always talking about how he wants to flip houses and he's going to do it. And this time he's actually for real about it because he's talented about doing that. And we're always like, oh, wow, cool, he's actually going to do it. And then, of course, he doesn't because he's off partying with his little girlfriend and, like, doing his thing and just doing his club appearances. And he's, like, finally wanting to be taken seriously. And he goes to Art Basel. And, of course, Corey is supposed to join in. So I'm like, okay, maybe Corey will be there. It'll help him kind of behave. Scott decides to drink or use whatever he was using and really kind of bailed on Corey, which was really sad. And Corey was trying to make the best of it and say that he still had a good time, but the whole reason that they were there is to check out these art pieces to see if he could buy anything for the houses that he's flipping. Were you like, oh, broken record, of course this would happen, or did you really think Scott was going to do it this time?
I think, like what Corey said, it's really Scott's company, and it's the company that he keeps. And we are seeing Scott, you know, on a different path. He's growing up. But then sometimes I remember, I'm like, damn, he literally is just only 30. And, I mean, we've seen Scott for, 15 seasons now being Scott.
I know.
I don't think he was the old Scott, though. Like he said, I do think he probably went out with his girlfriend and just had a good time. But what was irresponsible was you invited Corey. Corey was coming down just for you. And Corey's so nice. Like, he's there for you. So for you to kind of just be like, oh, and then shrug it off like, oh, I just didn't feel like getting up. We partied late. Like, bro, I'm only here for you.
Immature.
Exactly. And it's like, send a text, like send a phone call. Don't send the producer to come tell me. Like, no. I need to hear from you that you're, you know, sleeping in, you're hungover. Like, Corey probably understood. Like, yeah, we was out there, we were partying.
Yeah.
But let me know. And if you're supposed to be helping me with the house, like, come on, bro. Like,
Honestly,
Yeah,
though,
we know each other in real life. There's no need for you not to just call me and be like, Corey, can't make it. Let's get up next time.
Exactly.
if I were Corey, I know he's like, he doesn't want to get in on like the drama and stuff. I would have been like, nope, get the camera crew. We're going to the house right now. We're knocking on the door. We're going to see what's going on because we need this storyline. We need to show the reality that he doesn't take things seriously and he ends up just partying. So I guess wrapping that storyline up, do you guys think that he will ever take his business venture seriously or not?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
The no part because Scott kind of comes from privilege. He's always been privileged his whole life. He wasn't like a poor kid. Yes, because I think he's getting older. He does have 3 kids. Both of his parents are deceased. And I think he is going to take a step back one day, maybe when he's like 35. And he's like, wow, I really need to get it together. Because his older son is growing up. And his older son will see his dad. So I'm hoping he gets it together for his kids. If not him, for his kids.
Yeah.
Maybe when he's 40.
What do you think, Howard?
I mean, I'm the same. Like, yes and no. Yes, because he has been doing it now for like a year or 2 years. So, you know, at least he's stuck with it and he's still like back and forth with it. No, because he's still not as committed as he might think he is. You know, he's still having a little bit too many slip ups here and there where it's kind of like, okay, Scott, do you want to flip these houses or do you not? Like, you know, don't make this your number one job. Definitely a good side job. This is working. Appearance is number one because you can do that.
He just shows up, gets drunk, gets paid. I'm
Exactly.
like, ugh.
Lives his best life. And that's why I said I think he will. I think it just may take some time.
Yeah.
Because he's still rewarded for the bad behavior,
Which
quote
is
unquote,
really
for those
sad.
who can't see us, which is sad. So that's why I think he will stretch it out a little bit. But I think in time, he'll get it together.
Right.
Hopefully.
I hope so. I mean, who knows? It's been a broken record for a long time now. I'm hoping after like 15 seasons, 16 seasons, we're going to finally get something through his
Like,
head.
come on, Scott.
At least he does seem like he's being around for his children a little bit more, and it seems like he's starting to be a good dad, which I appreciate. But speaking of parenting, Khloe is expecting soon during this episode. I mean, soon-ish. She's like 5 months along.
Yeah.
She's a little over halfway done, and she was saying how she's trying not to gain too much weight because obviously Tristan is the father, and they're used to having in their family C-sections because the babies are so big, because they're so tall and so big. And so Khloe has to kind of keep her weight gain in a certain amount so then that way she's hopefully able to have a regular childbirth. And so Kris doesn't seem to get the memo because Kris just said that she loved gaining all this weight, like 50 to 80 pounds during her pregnancies. And she was pushing donuts and like pasta. Do you think she was just trying to make Khloe's pregnancy comfortable, or do you think she was totally oblivious to why Khloe was doing what she was doing?
I think she was just being a mom. I think, I think Kris loves her kids and she wants the best for her kids. And like she says, like Khloe's always been worried about her weight because she was the bigger girl. And I think she's been so concerned about her weight. And I think of a mother of 6 who's been through it 6 times and now with grandchildren, I think she just wants, because it is healthy for you to gain a lot of weight when you are pregnant. So I think as a 60-something-year-old woman, she's looking at it like, wait, it wasn't like this 30, 40 years ago when I gave birth to you guys. Why are you not trying to gain this weight? So I think she's just being a mom. I want those donuts. I was like, Kris, you can bring them to me.
Exactly. Call us. Like, we'll be over.
Send us a box of donuts, Kris. That would make my life.
Okay. I want Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm not pregnant, but
I love it.
I will say, like, it has to be a lot of stress for a new mother. Not only are you pregnant, and pregnancy is very dangerous, giving birth is dangerous, you have to now worry about, damn, I can't gain too much weight, but I have to make sure my baby's healthy.
Yeah.
If I do the C-section, my organs will be messed up. My vaginal birth may hurt because the baby might be 10 feet tall because Tristan's big and I'm big, and big meaning height-wise.
Right.
It's a lot of stress for her, so I just wanted her to eat a donut and just be okay.
Howard, what do you think about the whole her not wanting Khloe to work out during a pregnancy?
I know. I was like, Kris, let her work out. This is something that Khloe loves to do. You know what I mean? Like, this is her passion. She's like in it. Like, she can still do. She said she's doing everything in moderation. She can still do a little lifts. So, like, let her at least do that. I'm not opposed to her eating those donuts though in the pasta. Go ahead. Enjoy. Instead of having one cheat day, give me about 3 of them. You know what I mean? Like, you got a 7-day week, 3 cheat days. You're pregnant. Enjoy that and work it off.
That pasta looked amazing.
Looks great,
It didn't look good to me.
Oh,
Like, it didn't look like there was sauce.
I think because they probably eat theirs with like oil and vinegar. They probably do it the healthy way, quote unquote. But it just looks so
Dry.
good. I think I was just hungry.
Okay.
It did. It looked great to me. It was a bit much though. When
Yeah.
Khloe was like, "I can't eat all this," I said it was a few scoops. in there.
Kris.
And 1 2 minute, maybe just give it 2 scoops.
It looked so dry to me, just because I'm used to either like a lot of red sauce or a lot of Alfredo sauce.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm all about the Alfredo.
I can go for pasta and Krispy Kreme right now.
Can we?
Let's go.
Let's go.
This is a date.
Let's go to Olive Garden. That's my
Right
favorite.
now.
Oh yes. Buy one take one home.
Ooh.
Wait, do they have that going on right now?
Yes.
We're not even trying to plug for Olive Garden. I'm just hungry.
Yo, thank you, Kris. Thank you,
Yeah.
Khloe.
Man.
We're going to Olive Garden.
Buy one, take one home. Tomorrow, that's what I'm doing. But I thought it was, once Kris went to the doctor with Khloe, she realized what was going on, and maybe that like the things that she was doing when she was pregnant 30-something years ago was not quite up to term with what's going on now, and how you're supposed to try not to gain too much weight, because then once you have the baby, you're able to lose it faster. Can you imagine gaining like 50 to 80 pounds, as Kris was like jokingly saying, and then like having to give birth and then having all that weight to get down?
Yeah.
And especially for the girls in the spotlight, they probably want to not have too much that they have to do, because I'm sure that stresses your body out. Like, I'm sure you could get stretch marks from eating so much
Everything
and then having
spreads
to lose it.
when you get pregnant. So I heard from all my friends, your nose, your feet, your ankles. So for someone that's constantly in the spotlight, I can understand why they don't. While some of them, I think they speed up the recovery after they get birth.
Yeah.
They get it sucked out a lot. Whereas like the normal woman, literally it takes her like a year or 2 to lose that baby weight.
Because you see like after they give birth and they like snap back
Yeah,
later.
like,
I'm
really?
like, wow, that must have been like a...
What's that plan?
Yeah.
I want that when I give
Oh, I
birth.
just work out. I have a lot of vegetables.
No.
But thank you guys again for watching our after show. We're going to get to tea time in a minute. But our network produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows. So if you love ours, please, we have so many different channels. We have drama, reality TV, obviously, sci-fi, and more. And there's no network that works harder to serve television fans like you. But we do need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. And by subscribing, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow, which is incredible. But if you're worried about those pesky notifications, I get it, but don't be, because they're optional now, which is incredible. You don't have to worry about constantly getting emailed. So hit that subscribe button now. for this channel, and make sure to check out other AfterBuzz TV channels as well. Let us know you did in the comments, and we will thank you on air next week. So for now, thank you for being the best fans and helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Yes.
Love it. I love y'all.
Plug.
We love y'all.
We love you guys, and like just reading your comments and getting to have your input on the show is so much fun and super important to us. So thank you again for that. But without further ado, we've got some tea to spill. We do, as always. Obviously, she's not a Kardashian. She tried to be.
Yes, she was close.
She was close.
Very close.
But when she figured it out, she left him, dropped her off like a bad habit.
I need her plan.
Black China possibly had her butt implants disappear. Some people are saying this is Photoshop. Some people are saying this is legit. It's a before and after. I think it says July and then August. Is that what it says? Yeah, in the corner.
Wow.
What is going on?
I mean, I'm noticing a trend of like the ladies in the spotlight where they're getting their butt implants and fat transfers taken out a little bit. So I thought, because if you look at her now, she has lost some weight, though she was never big.
Yeah.
She is a little bit smaller. So I do believe that photo on the right could be real, but wow. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I'm happy if she did take them down a little bit, because some of those pictures, like old back in the day pictures, I was like, China, this is too much, like way too much in the booty. So when she, if she took it down, kudos, because to me, it'll make her look a little bit more curvier if it's not as big.
Because that just looks like a diaper. And I just feel like if you do it more realistically, like you said, you look more curvier.
Yeah.
So she looks good right there on the right because, wow, if you see her beach pictures, I'm like, Chai. I don't know what doctor you went to, but no, sis. I want you to win. I want you to have the best booty ever.
Right now, I mean, whatever. Moving on.
All right. Vanderpump Rules. Jax Taylor rips Eunice apart after seeing him at the gym. Wait a minute. So wait, did he post a snap?
Yeah,
about
where you can
Eunice?
see Eunice in the background. When Kourtney Kardashian dumps you and you have to slum it like the rest of us at a normal gym, no more Fiji diamond water for either. So you get to drink that smart water now.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe that.
The shade.
I mean,
He looks good though, but yeah.
he does look good, but you could tell it's a
Jax.
big difference now. When Eunice is not with Kourtney, everything is going back to just normal Eunice. You know, you're not getting the private one-on-one workouts. You're not getting the limousines or whatever to the workout plan. Like, you just got to be in there with everybody else, paying a little $150 a month membership or whatever, how much you pay, and go home.
That's a Kardashian plan though. When you leave one of the girls or even a Rob or even Chris, your life is so different. You don't
go
get
right
the
back.
perks. You go right to being your regular old self. So
That would suck.
yeah.
That would suck. I'm not here for that, man. I would just stay. I would be like, you know what? You can wear the pants. I just want to be here.
Same.
Exactly.
I'm just here to play my part.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of people playing their part, Khloe, she needs to play her part right here on this vacation. So she went out with her man, and they're in Mexico, you know, living it up. But apparently Khloe suffered from a wardrobe malfunction, a bathing suit malfunction, while she was snorkeling with Tristan. And as you guys can see in her red bathing suit,
Taking a wedge.
it's about to be wedgie time.
Ooh.
It's about to just maybe show a little bit more than usual. And I don't know what it is about Mexico, but the paparazzi just doesn't like the Kardashians. Because if you remember when Kim was in Mexico, she had all those unflattering photos of her and her butt looking
cellulite.
crazy. Yes.
Maybe their
and
cameras are
Khloe's
just
doing the same one.
on point when they do these ill zooms. Because you're right, when they're in Mexico, the paparazzi plays no games.
No games. They just straight disrespect.
But it's so funny, not funny, but like the photos are always a little bit blurry because they're taken from like a buoy or like something off, you know. But do you think Tristan's getting just like a little bit thicker?
Oh, he getting thick.
Yeah.
I think usually when your partner married, dating, has a baby, they say you usually put on the weight.
That's what I heard.
And I know like basketball took some time off, and
He's in the off season living his best life.
Okay, he eating good.
Okay, and
Tristan
I'm not
got-
even mad at it.
He's thick with 2 C's.
Okay,
Listen,
he looks
Tristan,
good.
You can call me, okay?
Yes.
I mean, we know he is
Slide on
into
through.
infidelity.
Yes, he is. Listen,
Chloe, my girl, but we'll work something out. So
we love you, Chloe, but hey,
You know what? I'm
work it
hoping the
out.
best for her, though. I really am
Same.
hoping that he will
Yes.
get his act together, and I'm happy to see that he's at least sticking around to where hopefully Khloe will be able to work it out with him. Not that she should have to, because it's unspeakable that what he did. But I'm always, at the end of the day, I'm always down for two parents trying to work it out for their child.
Yeah,
So,
I want happiness for her. He is just a baby. Like, he's really, really young.
Not that it excuses his behavior.
That does not excuse anyone's behavior, because there are young people who can get it together.
Exactly.
I just want him, hopefully this will be a wake-up call for him. And they live their best lives with Gabbana.
Yep. And we, of course, Howard has an incredible poll. We love reaching out to you guys and seeing what you have to say about what your take is on like what's going on with them. And there's always a lot going on, so we never have a problem figuring out a poll. But take it away.
Yes. So we asked you guys here on Twitter. Make sure you use that hashtag Keeping Up with the Kardashians, KUWTK ABTV. I know it's a lot, but so we can see y'all. But of course, we asked you guys on Twitter. We would like to know, do you think Nicki Minaj and Kylie Jenner will be cool again? Because remember, they were, they had a little friendship. After Nicki went off on Kylie's baby daddy and boyfriend, Travis Scott. If you guys don't know, Nicki was acting crazy about album sales and blamed Kylie for tweeting out, hey, if you guys buy Travis's album, I might be on tour with him. You guys can get a pass to that. You get the album, the tickets, and everything. So, yeah, it was a whole thing. So our people said, so the choices were, nope, they have beef, and another choice was, of course, they're cool. They brush it under the rug. Oh my gosh. So the results said, and 92% said, nope, they have beef.
What?
They will not bounce back, and only 8% said, of course, they're cool.
I just feel like, man, Nicki is bored or something.
Yeah.
She has to be. She's too big of a superstar to be doing what she's doing.
Seriously.
And then even in a recent interview, she's like, oh no, I love Kylie. This has only to do with the music. But I'm like, but sis, you brought her up. You brought up her and her baby up.
Yep.
So for you to say this is just about Travis and the music, then don't bring her name up.
No, yeah.
Exactly.
Kylie promoted Tyga and his album didn't sell, so don't blame Kylie for Travis's album selling.
I love Nicki. She's one of my favorite artists. I love the way that she can like just make me want to just party all day long, like with her music. But at the same time, I think it's a little bit weird how she has to feel the need to drag everyone's name in the media right now.
Right.
I haven't gotten to listen to her full album yet, Queen. But I'm excited to do so, and I know that I think Kim and maybe some of the other girls showed up to her release party.
Kim was there,
and I think Kylie was there.
Kylie was there. That's why I was really confused.
So I'm confused. Why bring someone else's just because she was maybe she was upset that her album sales didn't go as exactly she wanted, even though the album still did great. I heard
it sure did.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Which is why I think everyone was so confused, because they're like, Nicki, because you're number 2, you sold so many copies. Even though a lot of people had this, like, they weren't feeling her, she sold so many albums.
She sure did. And she was still number 1 on iTunes in 85 different countries.
But that's not good enough for her, I guess.
Exactly.
So then she felt the need to drag Travis, and Travis is just trying to make his own music, so why bring him into
He's
it?
just living his life.
Okay.
But that's the thing I can't get behind. I can't get behind, oh, I'm on my press right now, I'm going to just drag everyone in the media. Like, girl, you are doing incredible on your own. You do not need to drag everyone else in the mud. And it's just a lot. And
It's a big mess. And it sucks because Travis is doing what other rappers have done. On his website, if you buy a t-shirt, you get the album. So Nicki was mad because if you buy the smallest little thing on his website, you can get the album. So that goes towards streaming numbers or, album sales. Just because if you buy a pencil, you get his album. And it's like other rappers have done the same thing
as well.
Exactly. She's done it with her t-shirts, her merchandise. You get a free copy of her album, Queen.
So why are you mad?
So I don't understand.
Barbs, talk to your queen.
And you know I love me some Nicki.
Nicki.
And I don't want the Barbs to come for us.
Yeah, don't come for us.
Because we love her, but
check the Queen.
Yeah. I don't know.
I just want her to win because she's too big and too dope to do what she's doing. She's supposed to be winning. She's a queen. All these beautiful queens supposed to be winning. Let's just
It's like
win.
if you're a queen, you're not going to be like
You don't worry
insecure
about
and dragging everybody else down.
Exactly.
Nicki, we love you. We just want the best for you, and we're not trying to judge you, but come on, girl.
Come on, sis.
Come on. But thank you guys so much for watching. We're very excited because we actually are going to just hop right on over to another video here in a second. So after you're done watching this, hop over to our next recap for a Nightmare Before Christmas episode recap. But in the meantime, where can everyone find you on social media?
You guys can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom.
Hey.
Yes. You guys can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Howard III. And of course, my website, howardthird.com.
And you guys can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Mr. Dakota T. Jones. So please click the next video, and we'll see you next time.
See you guys soon.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.